just roaming all around the streets. And then once you see those cats, have you realized how many actually have a home and how many are just out running around? The reason for this is nobody wants to get their cats fixed, spay or neutered these days. Every year, approximately 4 to 10 million cats are actually being killed because of the overpopulation. Most people think cats fight and kill cats. The number one reason is cats mate and they mate. Every year, approximately 25,000 cats are getting diseases and infections because they're not being fixed. Now, what I mean when I say cats get fixed is they get spayed or neutered. Female cats need to be spayed, which is called an ovary hysterectomy, just like females, and it's like a human female to an extent. Basically, they have a little incision right like under their stomach. They shave them for actually male and female. Little incision goes in, and for the females, they take out the uterus and the ovaries, so this way they can't mate and they don't get in heat. The time of the month when all they want to do is really mate with another cat. For a male, they get quote-unquote neutered, which is called a castration actually. That's where the term castration really comes from, everybody uses these days. For a male, they get their testicles cut out and all their sperm cells get cut out, so they also don't have the urge to mate. If you ever heard a female in heat, the most annoying screeching sound you will ever hear. They cry at the doors, they want to get out, they want to get to the male cat so bad. The male cats, on the other hand, they spray everywhere, which is basically, almost a pee basically. They put their scent everywhere so all the cats around know that they're there and they're ready to mate also. Nowadays, nobody wants to get their cats spayed and neutered. Just like I said, it's the reason why you always see cats running around outdoors all the time. Reasons that people don't want to get their cats spayed or neutered is sometimes money problems, but there are actually low-income places that will help out and get your cat fixed at like a cheaper rate. When they do this, like a lot of people are also scared that, you know, my cat might get hurt or whatever. They're under general anesthetics, which the cat really doesn't feel it. It's real low cost for, like I said, for a lot of low-income places. It's easy to get done. Like I said, general anesthetics, you're out within a couple hours. The next day, your cat's basically good and fine to go. It's painless, it's safe, like I said. Nowadays, it's more like implemented to get this stuff done. Early as 6 weeks, they say you can actually get your cat fixed. Most of the time, a male, they say about 5.5 months is the best time, and for a female, about 6 months is the best time to get it done. There are actually laws. I want to say like Illinois and a couple states have laws. If you either get your cat fixed or you pay fines. A fine can range up to $100 for a fine just because your cat is not fixed, or you have to pay a $100 fine that makes you, like so to say, really breedable, is what that means. There actually, believe it or not, there's actually birth control for cats and for the female cats nowadays. No vet suggests it. The vet says it's actually worse for your cat. It gives your cat problems, and your cat can bleed from it. It's very not suggested whatsoever. When you get your cat spayed or neutered, not only do they mate, so that, you know, you have like millions of little kittens running around. Like I said, around my block, there's so many cats out there, half of them don't have homes. My neighbor has 3 little kittens, about 7 weeks old, just running around all of our neighbors' houses. Nobody feeds them, and they can't afford to take care of them. When a cat gets spayed and neutered, they don't want to go outside. A lot of people think they get lazy and they get fat. It's basically they don't have the urge to go outside. They don't need to. They don't have the urge to go outside. They don't need to basically get to the other cat to be able to mate and everything, which is a very good thing. Your cat doesn't get lazy. Your cat doesn't get tired all the time. Its metabolism will change, but you need to just watch what you feed him. If you feed your cat 3 or 4 times a day, he's going to get fatter because it's in front of him. Before they're spayed and neutered, they always eat when their metabolism goes, so it's okay. So once you get your cat spayed and neutered, you kind of need to watch their food, but at the same time, you want to make sure they're fed healthy enough and everything. Like I said, it's good for a cat. They're a lot healthier once they get spayed and neutered. If they're not spayed and neutered, they actually, like, with all their organs, their cats aren't good with all of their uterus and their testicles in there. It makes it easier for cats to get infections and get diseases and all this stuff whenever a cat is not spayed and neutered. One of the main reasons that cats are multiplying are the feral cats nowadays. And the most feral cats start at one point from a normal house cat. Their cat has kittens, and they end up out running around. 75% of the kittens from feral cats will die every year because there's no nutrition out there, no one even to feed them. The mothers can't take care of all of them out there. If you look at a ratio from what it is from like a normal house cat to like a feral cat, it's 1 to 4. For every cat that you have in your house, there's 4 feral cats to match that cat outside that nobody's taking care of. The most have diseases, the most aren't being taken care of, and they can give diseases to your house cats. One of the good things that there are nowadays is they actually have feral programs for cats that are running around outdoors. My aunt personally does that a lot. When my mom actually visited my aunt down in Arizona, they actually did it. There's colonies of feral cats. You actually can make appointments. You can take them down. You have paperwork you have to fill out and everything. And for free, they actually will spay and neuter the cats. And they suggest you tip a cat, which is when you've ever seen a cat like have their ears kind of cut almost. It makes them give them like 2 little points. That's what they call tipping a cat. That way, you know the cat's spayed and neutered. The reason for this is you can't really tell if a cat's spayed or neutered unless you actually go in or you've done the surgery before. If a cat got it done 4 years ago, their scars are all cleaned up and everything. You can't really tell about it, scar or anything now. So basically, if you like they suggest if you get a cat spayed or neutered that's feral, to tip their ears so they don't have to go through the process again. Plus, people will know it's a feral cat to kind of stay away, just be a little careful with. The last thing for like a lot of cats nowadays being out there is they actually have foster parents for these feral cats, which, like I said, also my aunt will do this also. These feral cats that have all the kittens, the colonies of kittens, if they're young enough, you can take them in and you can make them to a house cat, make them lovable, so they're okay. They're not going to be like mean like a lot of the cats are outside nowadays. So basically, like, you have to basically take them in as a real foster parent is what you really do. It's a great thing nowadays. They'll help you out money-wise. They don't support you fully, but they help you with money to make sure you have enough to take care of these cats. And you're basically responsible to finding homes. If you can't find homes, a lot of the businesses, the organizations, which are usually free of charge, a lot of donations help them. They actually will help you out a lot and make sure you can find homes for these cats. I have a picture here. This is basically, it's not a major surgery. This is like the stomach. This is actually a female cat right here. And this is just like a little incision, couple stitches, and that's it. Some stitches nowadays are taken out within 7 to 10 days. Some dissolve. It just depends exactly what it is.